And good evening, everybody. And today we're going to be talking about photography with either fog, smoke, and or mist, whichever one you like. Okay. So let's see. First one up. Everybody can see the photo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I call it steaming apple. But it was taken by James. James, you already told me how what an interesting technique you use here. Could you explain it?
yeah. This this was when I was every once in a while I get in a creative phase. This is one of my little projects about a year or two back in the past, and that's actually not smoke. I wanted to create a smoke effect, but I tried incense. It was really hard to control. That's actually a piece of white string that I was twirling between my fingers to create the illusion of smoke. And the shooting with a long exposure, it gives you this appearance. The exposure was probably about, I think it was like 10 seconds for the exposure itself.
And how are you lighting it?
Believe it or not, I had two very small flashlights, and I moved them around in different locations, right? And I to diffuse the light, I just wrapped a paper towel around them,
Hey,
and that's what I used to illuminate it.
the paper towel trick, or a white plastic Target bag. I have used so many things to diffuse light.
Yeah,
You know,
it just
when you're desperate, you're desperate.
yeah, there's just two small pin lights, battery powered flashlights, and wrapped up in a paper towel. So rubber with a rubber band to hold it in place.
Yeah.
You know,
Remember the old days? You used a business card for as a reflector on your flash. And I still know a ton of people that do the same thing. Business cards or 5x7, 4x6.
go with what you got.
You know, who was the guy that came up with like the Tupperware bowl that made a fortune with selling those things?
Oh yeah, oh right, yeah, I remember those. Yeah,
It's like, okay, it really is pretty much a Tupperware bowl. You know,
I
it's
forget
a
what they
great
call
photo
them.
though. Great photo though. Appreciate it. Hi, Oscar. We see you.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing?
I'm doing
Good,
good.
good.
Every time I
Sorry,
say we
sorry,
see
I'm a
you,
tad late.
huh?
Sorry, I'm a tad late.
That's better late than not showing up. I'm not picky. We're just four cats here.
Yeah, this was a fun little project.
Which one?
The Apple.
The apple? I think
Yeah,
the apple's a
I,
great
I
project.
actually did like when I was doing this, I did like four or five different little things, right? But tonight I only showing two of them.
I was also thinking of using like incense, but the problem with incense, it's pretty much one center stream of smoke.
Yeah, the incense didn't work. Well, you can use the incense, but you have to have a fan. A hand
Ah,
fan, and you just very slowly rotate the hand fan to get the look of the smoke.
coming off the
You
apple.
get the smoke configuration that you want. I'll show you later on. I got another one like that where I
Okay.
use incense.
Okay, and you're gonna have to. One day you're gonna have to give us ideas for the monthly for the monthly meeting. You're very creative. Oops, wrong screen. Here we go. Well, that's got to be you.
That's mine also. This was uh this was Nick Stefanski. He used to bring his little group of pirates to the Florida Renaissance Festival every year until about 3 years ago when he moved up north. This he's hand holding what they call a blunderbuss.
Uh-huh. Damn.
That put out a blast. I mean, a lot of smoke, of course, but if you actually look at the blast itself, it's pretty damn big too.
He was actually launching a projectile?
Huh?
He was launching a projectile?
No, no, I don't believe there was I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
notice.
I
You know,
wonder how hot that muscle gets.
I don't think they were allowed to. Well,
Shoot
maybe they are. I
projectiles?
remember
Yeah.
some of the cannons shot projectiles.
Right, it did.
I really don't know. I can't tell you one yes or no on this.
but I doubt it. I doubt it.
I was so concentrated on getting the actual shot itself. You know,
Dang. Too bad the background is so busy.
I mean, I think it has a recoil. I can't believe the recoil on that damn thing.
Man, impressive.
Well framed.
Okay, who's this?
Not mine.
It has to be Barbara's, maybe.
Hey,
Huh?
Southwest. I love that color. I love the American Southwest for landscapes and how do you call that, strata,
Yeah.
stratification with the different colors and different thick textures.
You've been to Bryce Canyon, haven't you, James?
Pardon?
You've been to Bryce Canyon?
Yes, yes.
How about you, Mike?
Yeah.
I mean, that's incredible, that place.
Yeah. Have you guys been to the Badlands in South Dakota?
Yeah, I've been
No, I
there.
have not.
I was
Yeah,
in the Badlands last year, and we were only there for and it snowed. And that, to me, a lot of people like the snow, but it really took away for my trip while I was there, because you couldn't see the strata, like the changes in the colors and the different levels and stuff like that. But it was still beautiful.
Yeah. Now, back to the photo. Now, I know it looks like it's overexposed, but if I remember correctly, last time I saw this, I remember they're saying that's actually the fog that was being lit up by the sky.
No, you can see it on the left-hand side.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. But I believe that is Barbara. It's amazing. It must have been better when it was there. I think you lose something in this photo. Don't know what you could do about it, but impressive. That's nice.
Nice foggy.
Yeah.
Nice foggy morning.
That's got to be Central Florida. Barbara, probably.
It might be Dinner Island Ranch, maybe.
Yeah, you've been there more than I have.
Yeah, it looks like Dinner Island Ranch,
Yeah,
maybe.
that's what I was thinking too.
Very nice. Very relaxing. I'm already relaxed. I've been drinking, guys. Okay. Beautiful photo. Ooh.
Oh yeah, I think it's Dinner Island.
Definitely Dinner Island Ranch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would have probably, well, again, just trying not to make it my photo, but I would have black and white.
What?
I sure would have turned it black and white.
Yeah.
And maybe a different crop, but then it would be my photo, not her photo.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Oh
nice.
yeah.
Oh,
Very nice.
yeah.
Beautiful. Out of that group, this is my favorite.
Yeah, this is really well done.
You know,
Particularly the textures in the rocks.
and the leading lines and the way it's just taking you through the whole image and back again.
Yeah.
This one's exceptional.
I mean, it's just different strokes for different folks, right? I'm not a super fan of that silky water that everybody is so
You
fond of.
prefer more motion?
Huh?
You prefer less blurry.
Yeah, my personal preference is more natural. You know what I mean? But but it's still I still recognize it's really well done. I mean,
Yeah. You see the thing. Okay, so we're talking about that. I think the ideal, but then is how are you going to get this? Ideally, the water here in the lower right-hand corner.
yeah.
I like that texture of it, but there's no way you're going to. I mean, that would mean that this has to travel at the same speed as this to get that.
Well, that's kind of an interesting
Still,
comment.
huh?
That's an interesting comment because in a scenario like this, it may be actually worth varying shutter speeds to see what's the one that looks best for
Yeah.
blur, because you're going to end up with some blur.
Yes.
And you got
Yeah,
the waterfall in the background. You're not going to stop that for sure.
No.
It's a question of how much blur you get in the foreground here. But that's good comment. I'll have to remember that next time I'm in a scenario where I have to shoot, where I'm able to shoot waterfalls or moving water.
Or then do the old trick and do layers. Basically shoot combine them afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
If I was more skilled in doing that kind of stuff, I would probably do that. Actually, I know how to do that in Photoshop. I've done it before. But, you know,
It's a nice composition.
Yeah, it's yeah,
yeah,
it's very nice.
very nice. Oh
Wow.
God, I have basically the same photo but in color. It's
I
black and white and it ain't mine.
think everybody does.
Yeah, but the funny thing is it's black and white and it isn't mine.
Within Pine
I think
Island,
it should have been in color.
I was thinking one time I was standing now almost in that exact spot.
Yeah.
Okay, since I'm not that familiar with the area, where was this taken?
Long Pine Key, correct?
Long Pine Key, Florida Everglades.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll see it a lot in the following pictures. I will say mine, one of them is unique. I'll tell you why. What is
that's
this?
nice.
Back up one. I don't know if you go to the Everglades very often, Michael, but this is probably one of the best sunrise locations there is
Yeah.
Long Pine.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind because we do go frequently. It's about an hour drive for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Long Pine Key. I think well, it's actually about an hour drive for me too. But it's a great place. You'll see. I should have brought more photos. That's giving me ideas, but we'll see. Now this, what are they? Oh, I think those are just
Cobwebs.
cobwebs
Yeah.
Yeah,
in with a dew.
cobwebs with water droplets on them.
Yeah,
but I really like the pastels in the sky. That is, I think it really adds something.
otherworldly.
Yeah.
This is the
This is
what
a
they call
great
the
shot.
cypress forest area. And
Probably.
I probably drove by there 1,000 times. I've never stopped taking photographs.
But that's a great shot. Great shot.
But this is really well, yeah. Okay, this is mine.
You see, I saw this and it says, I have so many of these photos of with
Yeah.
the trails of the plains. I even scrolled through them and I didn't think of using them.
Yeah, I had to throw it up there.
No, I think it's a great one.
Yeah.
Was this here in Florida
This
or?
Yeah, no, this was at Homestead Air Force Base, the last show they had there. And I think it was the last one or next to the last one. I can't remember. I had a toss up. I had one with the Blue Angels, almost the same exact pictures, and one with the Thunderbirds, and I stuck with the Thunderbirds.
This one here, if you notice, they're using a backup jet. The one way at the bottom is a two-seater.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thanks, Oscar. Never even realized that. Do they? Okay. Okay, you see, is this like a missile down here, or is just a reflection? Where's? Oh God,
No.
white, white.
That is a pod they use when they travel, and they actually, believe it or not, that's where they keep their luggage and because there's no space on the jet for backpacks or anything like that.
If I remember correctly, this wasn't taken at the actual air show. I have access to the Air Force Base, so I was there the day before the show when they were doing their practice runs, and that may have been the reason why they still had all this, the two-seater or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, they actually do. They actually do almost the whole show with practice the day before.
Is this yours,
That's impressive.
Oscar?
This was mine, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Been to a lot of air shows. I've never caught this shot.
Weather's got to be right.
When they break the barrier.
Yeah, I have so many photos. I
Well,
mean, of the thing is, I'm trying to see, do I have one? And then I realized that I have like over 1,000 photos of the last air show. And it's like I got tired of looking at them.
Yeah,
But
everybody
that's
has
a
that.
great photo, Oscar.
thank you.
Oh, yes.
I love the heat marks and everything. And of course, a nice star. Beautiful. Oh, very nice.
Mm. This is mine again.
Oh, love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, this is
This is
really good.
Yellowstone
Yep.
and driving. I think I was driving down an area called Hayden Valley before sunrise, and it was foggy as all get out. And all of a sudden, we had a buffalo herd crossing the road right in front of us and off to the side.
Wow.
This is right,
I
right
love the
before
shade.
sunrise. Yellowstone is my happy place.
Never been there.
Huh?
Oh,
Well,
you gotta
it
go. You gotta
depends on
go,
what you
Delphin.
like. Yeah.
I mean, I've been
It,
practically toward the entrance, and that's about it, but never gone in.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
you have the tape, you've been to the Tetons though, right?
Yeah.
You know what? So to me, the two parks are adjacent to each other. The Tetons are heavy on scenery, but and good for wildlife. Yellowstone is heavy on wildlife and good for scenery.
Yeah. But I haven't, I see, I wasn't there by myself. I was there
The group, yeah.
with a group, so I had no choice. But I would love to go back to Grand Tetons and Yellowstone. Actually, more Yellowstone. Grand Teton is great and everything, but it's kind of one note. You know what I mean by that?
And I know exactly
yeah.
what you mean by that. Yeah.
You know, it's I'd rather go more varied, and I think Yellowstone would definitely be that.
Well, Yellowstone, you need at least to do it justice, you need at least a week
Yeah.
Yeah.
to do it
It's
justice.
just so. Yeah, I found Yellowstone to be so otherworldly.
Mm.
It's just so strange with all the thermal activity around there. You get into some really, and everyone knows about the geysers, but I found the other things to be quite interesting as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I gotta go.
Mine also.
You know, when I saw the small image of this, I thought that it was an error and it had like a question mark, like it couldn't read it. When I was looking at the thumbnail, I was like, "Oh, there must be a faulty one. There's like a question mark on that one." Not a question, but an exclamation point. And I was like,
Go ahead and blow it up a little bit if you can.
I was like, "Oh no, it's parachutist."
Yeah. It's the Golden Knights in a at a recent air show.
Is that they're playing on the very right of the, oh no, that was an
That was
error.
my cursor.
Okay.
Uh, they look like they're flying really fast. They got guts for that. I definitely don't have it. Probably have a heart attack before I hit the ground.
Oh, you know what they say? It's not the fall that kills you.
Just said it shouldn't stop, right?
Yeah, so you're all right.
There's a Fort Lauderdale has like three of those indoor um
Oh, skydiving thing? Yes.
skydiving things. I've seen like three of them. And I'm like, okay, sure. Want to be bat around like a plastic bag in a tunnel? Okay. And that's
James,
yours, James, right?
this one's yours, right, James?
Yeah, this is I think I've shown this before.
Oh yeah, we know it.
This is this is a project I did. I wanted to do a genie out of the bottle. Now this is incense, and the lighting was the same as I had mentioned before. It was just like using flashlights with a paper towel over them to diffuse the light with the lighting. But to get the body, I actually just had a fan in my hand, or actually, a piece of cardboard is what it was, and I would just slowly fan it to get a different look on the smoke coming up until I finally got something that looked like a figure of some type. That took quite a while, by the way. I must have shot 600 or 700 frames before I got one that I liked.
You have the
And
patience.
then I just cloned the head of one of my dancers onto it.
God bless you, man. I have no idea how you have that kind of patience. I do not.
It took a while to get that figure, like,
Oh
the
yeah.
smoke to do what I wanted it to do, right?
Bravo.
The only thing photoshopped on here is her head. All the other smoke is just the regular incense.
Just really impressive.
That was quite a bit of work, though. Like I said, I had to shoot at least 300, 400, 500 frames before I finally got it.
How
But
many
naturally,
hours?
naturally, I'm on high speed burst. You know what I mean?
How how many hours?
Huh?
How many hours did you spend on this?
About an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, maybe from setup to finish.
Yeah, I gotta admit, those kind of sometimes that's really a lot of fun. Like with my ice block of the flowers. I remember when I did the last one, it was like such a mess in the kitchen. I had to melt the block. The water was melting, didn't know where to put it, so I draped the towel from that was the base and draped it into the dishwasher. So as it melted, it dripped into the dishwasher.
I actually printed out this photo and sent it to the lady.
Yes, you do. You really should do that. She will go bananas. I would.
So what was her reaction?
But she
Huh?
hasn't seen it.
Oh, I think she's got it hanging on her wall.
Oh, you did send it to her?
Yes, I've got a 16 by 20.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the Asian Culture Festival?
It's coming up,
Yep.
isn't it?
Have you been to one before?
No, I haven't. It's
Huh?
right by my
Oh,
house now.
okay, then well, it'll be a waste of time telling you.
Why?
She's a belly dancer that performs at every Asian Culture Festival. The
Uh-huh.
lady that had the head, she performs that there.
Okay, I will. But it's coming up, right?
It comes up this weekend.
Is this weekend?
Yeah, it's at
Okay.
Tropical Park now.
Yeah, no, it's right by my house. I'm like 5 minutes away.
And from what their website says, they're not in 10 anymore. They're in I guess they got that big enclosed building for the horse shows.
Well, there is like a circus tent put up there right now.
No, according to I don't know I haven't been there in a
It could
while.
be. It could be. They've done a lot of stuff
But
to it. It could be there.
they actually said it's on their website. They said that everything is in a 50,000 square foot air conditioned building. I don't remember anything like that at Tropical Park unless they enclosed that horse equestrian center.
There is a building that they put right on Bird Road by the entrance where the McDonald's is.
Mhm.
I don't know how big it is, but there's a building there that didn't used to be there.
Yeah.
I drive by there all the time. I may actually check it out tomorrow.
It's here this is Saturday and Sunday.
No, see, I'll probably have a chance to go there. The Asian Festival this weekend. And whose photo is this? I think it's Barbara's, to be honest.
Maybe that's not mine though.
I think this is
Smoky Mountain.
Mountains, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But the exposure is it's perfection.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. Perfection. Beautiful.
Mhm.
Absolutely beautiful. Excuse me.
And it's black and white.
And it's black and white. Very important.
And actually, I think that is because I normally see this picture in color, and I
Right.
think black and white really brings out some more of the trees and some of the texture that you don't necessarily pick up in color.
Always give it a shot. Black and white. I like this.
That's mine again. This is the Thunderbirds again. They always have the grand finale is what I call it, the starburst.
Yeah.
This is the very beginning of the starburst.
Beautiful. Beautiful shot.
They'll be here this weekend again.
Pardon?
Fort Lauderdale?
No, at Miami Beach.
Miami Beach this time?
They're having an air show down there this weekend.
Wow.
Now you got two things you can shoot this weekend.
Yeah. I'm trying to take it easy. I haven't stopped. Every single weekend there's a bunch of activities.
This one's mine also.
What is that flare?
Is that a flare they shut out or what?
They shot off a flare, yeah. Lately, when they do the air show over the water, they launch a bunch of flares.
Just for show, or do you know
No,
there's any other?
just for the show. I don't think anybody's dared enough to shoot at him with a missile there.
Don't give people ideas. I worked with a nut job that had a missile in his house, anti-tank missile. You know, he's like, I have a list of people I want to kill when I know I'm going to die.
This one's mine also.
Hey, Barb.
Hey there.
I think
Hey,
we've
hey.
seen all your picture. We liked them a lot.
Oh, I just got home.
Yeah, the Smoky Mountain one. Let's see. Wait a minute. Right there. That's
Oh
yours,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, we thought it was fantastic and definitely great that it was in black and white. It was in color, it would have sucked.
yeah.
No, but Mike said that he's seen this photo, similar photos in color, and it's like this shows out a lot of more of the details in the trees and everything else.
Yeah,
And I
I've
thought
got
it
a
was
bunch
masterfully.
from this day. I remember this day. I did a workshop with Jason
Uh-huh.
and Hugh and John Sabatier. And this is yeah, we were all up there and it was beautiful. But the color, I could not get the colors. Of course, it was my first camera, and I've gone back and tried to play with because some of my first some of my first edits were pretty crappy. Pink skies and oh, it was awful. So yeah, black and white was definitely the way to go.
Hey, it fixed a lot of issues if it had issues, but it also made it look otherworldly, fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I was gonna say something mean, but I controlled myself. But I
Tell
love
me,
the photo.
tell me.
No, it's an old joke from Isaac Asimov, which okay, he says I would think you would have gotten better by now, but this is the best work you've ever done.
That's from 2018.
Yeah, I know that's the joke. Uh, and I had to steal that from Isaac Asimov, who's one of the greatest science fiction writers.
Oh,
His
Right.
yes.
first published work was Nightfall, and everybody says it's probably the best short science fiction story ever written. And his comment is, "You would think after so many years I would have gotten better," you know?
Right.
Foundation was his best.
Huh?
Foundation.
Foundation?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that wasn't a short story.
that was not a short story.
It was a trilogy, yeah.
It was a trilogy, and then he died before he finished it. He wanted to combine all the stories into one universe. So all the stories from the I, Robot series and everything else combined into one universe. And I think that's what the Foundation series in on Apple TV is trying to do. Is trying to combine all of his stories into one.
Yeah. I've been following that, yeah.
Interesting. And somebody reviewed his book and said they were pretty misogynistic. And I'm like, well, it was the 1950s. But I actually know a lot about him and he writes a lot about his wife. He's not misogynistic. It's just that, that was the writing of the style. That's why he had no aliens. He was forced to always make sure that aliens were inferior to humans, and he thought that isn't the case. So he included no aliens in any of his books. They were all humans,
Hmm.
unless they're like creatures. But outside of that, no. Just I don't believe that, so I'm not including any of them. Anyway, I go down my rabbit hole of Isaac Asimov. Uh, Great shot. I like the other one better. I think the flare is kind of interesting, but it detracts
Yeah.
from the image. Very nice.
I love all those airplane photos. Holy crap. That was nice.
Yeah. I didn't even think of including air shot photos, you know. I've actually a couple of things, you know, you don't think about.
Oh yeah. Well, Blue Cypress?
Yes. That's when we were there.
Oh, okay. I must have been sleeping. Mm.
Gorgeous.
We got to do it again, James.
Oh yeah.
Yellowstone?
Yeah, mine. I don't usually shoot a lot of people shots.
You
Other
normally
than
don't
testing,
photograph
right?
a lot of people.
But I was just amazed. It was 9 degrees out this morning. That's why.
Oh God.
Wow.
And I said, "Damn, these people are out here." You know, yeah, actually, this is one of the hot springs, and usually it's very crowded. Matter of fact, if you look up on that little knoll on the right hand side,
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, there's
up
people
in the
there.
knoll, you'll see some people up there too.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Some are sitting down.
Yeah, this place is usually very crowded, right? And it just
Nine
amazed me
degrees.
that the people are still out there. I was freezing my little hiney off.
Sorry, flailing around with your photo. Oops, oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Oh, phooey. I know you see it the same way.
This is what do they call it? If you've been to Yellowstone, I don't know. It's what they call Grand Prismatic Spring, the really big one.
Uh-huh.
People shoot it where they're sitting on this hill. They shoot down to get the whole spring in the
Oopsie.
picture. But they actually built a platform up there now.
I'm sorry. I stuck my finger where it didn't belong and I
That's
messed up
okay.
what I wanted to do.
But they actually built a platform up there now where you can shoot from.
Well, that's nice.
As long as you don't mind humping about a mile to get there.
I haven't been there since I was a little kid.
Oh,
I
I
need to
told
go
everybody
back.
earlier on, Yellowstone's my happy place. I would go there every weekend if I could.
Yeah, kind of a long drive.
Yeah, I know. Mm,
Okay. Sorry for the other extra stuff that now shows up. I don't know how to get it off right now.
Fine.
Sweet. There we go.
What are you using to show these?
Preview.
What preview?
A preview is an application
On Max.
on Apple TV. I mean on Apple on an Apple computer.
Oh, okay.
You know, it works. Let me see. I remember how to do this. Shift Control A. Yeah, that's a little better. Remove the other stuff from it. Ooh. So I haven't been so busy. I haven't really looked at the photo. So where was this, James? Where is it used?
this is at the Homestead Air Force Base a few years back on one of the air shows. They actually did a Pearl Harbor reenactment, and they didn't actually have any Japanese Zeros. I don't think anybody has any that fly, so they just
Put it
put the
right.
insignia on a regular old American plane.
That still looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm a Jap.
Yeah.
That still looks amazing. That must have been a blast.
That was. I got another picture coming later on, but the pyrotechnics were really something. It actually looked like a damn bombing run.
Wow. Do they ever do that again?
Huh?
Do they do that again or not?
This is the only year I saw it.
It probably was too expensive, and then people that was kind of dangerous.
Oh no. Well, this is
Problem
like
is,
all that the actual smoke and the fire way back there
Uh-huh.
is on the other side of the runway, so it's pretty distant from the crowd.
Yeah.
yeah, and there's no wind. The
But you still
smoke
got a lot of
covers so
smoke.
much.
But
Wow.
it was amazing to watch. No,
Wow.
yeah, there's your smoke.
Yeah, got that. And that's from a plane. There's your smoke. Who's this one?
This is mine. This is from the top of Haleakala at sunrise. So
Wow. I thought it was from a
So,
plane.
no,
Yeah, that's a,
this is Haleakala is the volcano for one of the volcanoes for Maui, and you're actually looking out over clouds.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I've never been there. I used to go to Hawaii quite a bit, but I have done the same thing on Mauna Loa, where
Oh yeah,
yeah,
okay.
it's kind of cool to watch the sunset over the top of clouds.
Wow.
Well, this one is a sunrise.
Am I right?
So we got up at 2 a.m. to catch a shuttle bus to take us up there, and then we had bikes, so we rode the bikes down the mountain.
You know, you can't do that anymore. You know,
You can't. Oh,
no. Well, they still have the shuttle going up, but I think that they had some problems with somebody having an accident or something. I don't think you're allowed to do the bike riding back down anymore.
well, that's probably not all that bad. I'll be honest. I don't remember how tall it is, but it's like 12,000, 14,000 foot mountain. So you're going down to sea level. You can generate some speed going through those curves. There's uh, I have a picture from the when we were there of myself and my wife standing next to each other. My wife's holding a motorcycle helmet, and I'm thinking that must be what we wore when we rode these bikes, which makes a lot of sense.
It's a
So
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful place. Once
yeah,
a year they have what they call a run to the sun,
Uh-huh.
and the guys actually run from sea level all the
Oh
way to the
God.
peak.
they're
Now
nuts.
that is a kick butt. That is a kick butt run there.
Nice to be young and fit.
Oh yeah.
Heck,
And
not
just for
even
the
when I was
record,
young, I would have been able to do that.
just for the record, that's real lens flare. That's not fake lens flare.
No, I
I love Hawaii.
Well,
I
never
love
been.
it.
That's another one I've never been to. Whoopsie.
Oh,
There's
there's another
Hawaii.
Hawaii. This is the Big Island, Volcanoes National Park, where you're just seeing some of the steam. The steam over the water is lava going into the ocean, and then you've got the steam vent in the foreground.
Wow. Is it hot when that's happening or
The,
hotter
the
than
ground
normal?
the ground is hot where there's activity.
Okay.
And then this is actually the same trip. This was I believe this was the return flight. It's hard to tell from my I dug back through images. It was we went there in 2005, but I really like the mist over the mountains, and then the again the pastel sky.
Beautiful.
Oh yes.
I'm cropping it in my head.
Well, it is cropped. It's 16 by 9 aspect ratio. And when I
Okay.
looked at it, it felt cinematic to me, and so I chose the cinematic aspect ratio to try
Yeah.
to strengthen it out. And I think it looks better to me in this than it does in the original because you're adding a little bit of foreground, and the foreground that you add is kind of busy, and the
Right.
sky doesn't really add a whole lot. The clouds continue up, and then the uh, little wedge of light on the right side just gets bigger. This one it kind of focuses on the colors near the horizon,
Right.
and you don't have the distraction in the background in the foreground, I should say.
Very nice photo. I love it.
Look at
This
those
is
blowholes.
Whoa.
yeah, blowhole from Hawaii. You got the popping up there.
Very nice. Is this area known for this or
They have some blowholes again on the Big Island with all of the active volcanoes. They do have some blowholes there, so you can get the wind water comes up and it'll just pop through if you get the right wave. And I was fortunate enough to be able to catch this one.
nice? I was thinking about what it would look like with a slower shutter speed, but then I'm realizing it's gonna be really tough.
So just one real quick comment.
Yeah.
The last this photo and the previous photo, um, were shot with low pixel
Oh,
cameras. They were
wait a
both
minute.
5 megapixel. Oh,
There we go. There we go.
this was a 5 megapixel Nikon point and shoot, and the next one is a 5 megapixel Minolta a bridge camera, which was a wonderful camera. It was a Diimage A1, 5 megapixel sensor with a 24 to 200 equivalent lens and a electronic viewfinder. And it was a pretty rugged camera. I actually took that camera on a backpacking trip in New Mexico, and it survived without any issues at all. So it was. We talked about megapixels earlier. So this is an example of what you can do
Right.
with really small sensors.
Yeah. Yeah. Sony before it was Sony, Minolta.
You
Okay, here is mine.
know,
This is Fairchild Tropical Gardens. This is the first year they had the Enchanted Forest, and they had the whole place lit up and and had fog and everything. It was wild. There was so many people there that night. But I saw these people up front. I said, "Oh, let me take a picture." You
I
know,
always wanted to go there for one of their festivals. I never do.
I know that this one was in corroboration with this company. I don't know if they have kept the same company or not.
Hmm.
But that night, the first year, it was insane. They actually extended it because there were so many visitors coming to it. It was beautiful. I was there all day, actually. I was there before it started.
Wow,
It was great.
cool.
Not many mind. Who's this? I love it.
Mine. I
James.
was on a Oregon trip with a group of photographers on a tour, and we were driving down to a place called Myers Creek for a sunset, and it was a beautiful day. And then about 15 minutes before we got there, you could see the fog starting to roll in, which it did almost every afternoon. And when we got there, the whole group just scattered and ran down to the beach. And I said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa!" I say, "I got to get these tracks in the picture."
I
So
love it.
I actually hung back,
And
and
again,
I
with
just went
people
in
in it.
color. No way in hell.
And with people in it.
Just had to go black and white.
oh
Oh,
yeah.
it's gorgeous.
Mhm.
Love it.
But what caught my eye more than anything was the texture of the sand and the footprints in the sand. That's what that that's what caught my eye at the beginning. But there's another picture in there. If you want to crop it way down to that main body of rocks, you got a whole different picture.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah. Beautiful.
and you got it looks like the sun is pretty much aligned with that V uh, the rock structure.
That fog was really rolling in too. I mean, it was like almost like on an afterburner.
Wow.
It was coming in so fast.
Let me see something. What's it called? Okay. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I was in
Yeah.
Oregon, what,
And
22? And I couldn't believe, how little fog we get. So
yeah.
I arrived and I thought, holy shit, there's fog at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And it lasted all day, all night to the next
Back-
morning.
yeah,
Yeah, and I thought, holy shit, I got to move to Oregon. Look at
yeah,
all this fog.
this is the same location, same time basically. I just swung a little bit to the left to get the rest of the group was over on the left hand side over here. And again, it was the sand. It was just how do you say it? The mixture of textures is what caught my eye more than anything.
Let me see if I
You
can
can,
do this.
you can see just in a little bit of time from the first photo to this one how much closer the frog had got.
Yeah, yeah.
Just that little bit of time.
Beautiful
And
shot. I think I like
Oh
this
yeah.
one a little bit, but I don't know. I like both of them.
they tell a
Yep.
different story to me.
Exactly. I
Yep.
like both of them. I'm not gonna try to pick one over the other. Don't have to.
Nope.
You know,
Yeah, the Oregon coast is amazing.
gorgeous. Hey,
That must be
Mike,
melting.
where is this taken at?
Long Pine Key.
Yes, it is. We were talking earlier about Long Pine Key.
I happened to go into the folder quick and I see you also all of yours are from Long Pine Key.
Yes, exactly. Uh,
So,
actually,
so,
this
so
one I
Bart,
think I wanted to remove it, but actually they're almost all the same photo. I've just realized.
Yeah.
Mine are basically all taken on different days, mind you.
Well, that's the thing about this location. It's pretty much a if you don't get creative, you're taking the same shot, different conditions. I mean, nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that. Is you do what you got to do, but
exactly.
Oh yeah, I think everybody that visits our regularly has probably a dozen shots that are completely different. You know.
Yeah.
yeah.
And this is I believe this is the Grand Tetons
Nice.
when I went there.
I love that.
That was and it isn't you notice none of my photos are black and white.
Why not?
I have no idea. Today everything was color. This is actually shot with a 200 to 500 Nikon. When I went there, excuse me, when I went there, I was packing my camera gear and said, "Damn, I did a really great job. I've never had so much space left over for my camera gear." When I got there, I realized I forgot the 24 by 70.
Oh,
So I'm like, "Oh shit." Now, Jason was with me. Jason wanted to give me his 24 by 70 for 24 to 70. And I'm like, nope. I was on the kick that, you got to make do with what you got. It force you to be creative. I have never shot so many telephoto lenses, telephoto shots of the mountains, and I think those were the best photos I took at the Grand Tetons. So sometimes you got to make do with what you got, push yourself to be creative. Hint, hint
absolutely.
on the one lens, one camera thing. Forces you to be creative with what you got.
Yep.
You know, that one's actually hanging in my kitchen.
Nice.
yeah.
See, there's a different shot.
Yeah,
Oh,
Long Pine Key. I'm trying to remember if this one Robert helped me to. I think Robert helped me to edit this photo color wise and stuff like that.
He
He
likes
was
to make the sun orange.
yes, and he was teaching me how to use Photoshop at the time.
Yeah.
And by the way, this is not fog. This is smoke.
Oh, that's when they burned it, huh?
That's when they burned it, and the whole thing was covered in smoke that looked like fog.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, so that's the one I was telling you about. So this is just smoke,
Yeah. I like it.
and this is basically the same shot without the editing.
Yeah. I like that too.
You know, but to give you an idea, hey, you know what? The sun was orange.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, so
Yep.
I didn't blew it out.
Well, the sun's always blown out.
You know, well, not horribly.
No, no. That's it's the brightest thing in the picture. It should be.
Well, it is the sun.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. No, I love this.
This is mine. This is Oak Alley in
Oh,
Louisiana.
sorry.
Oops.
Oh, God, go ahead. Go ahead.
This is Oak Alley, that plantation in Louisiana. It has the the tunnel view of the oaks, and it was a real foggy morning.
Oh, really? You got there with a fog like that?
Actually, we overnighted there.
I
They
didn't.
actually have 5 cottages that you can rent.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because what happens is the general public can't come in till 9 o'clock in the morning, and they close at 5 in the afternoon. But if you rent one of the colleges, you got free run of the places for 24 hours. You just can't go in the building when it's closed. That's all.
Yeah.
Where is this?
Itself, right? Oh yeah, I stayed
Where?
there a couple of times. And
Where is this, James?
It's outside of New Orleans.
yeah, it's in a town called Basheri. Down there. It's called what they call River Road, where all the plantations are, about an hour out of New Orleans.
And this is the one with the line of
But I actually shot the tunnel view, shooting down the
Yep.
the oaks, and it didn't do anything for me with all the fog. So I started walking around looking for something to shoot, and I come up with this composition.
Now, is this
That's
Oak
really
Alley plantation?
Yeah. But you have to
Well, I
understand. But the thing is, when you see the classic photos of all that canopy, total,
Well, I've been there.
oak trees, it's not the same anymore. They had a hurricane go through about 3 years ago.
Oh,
And no. All the oaks are still there. Don't get me wrong, right? But about 30% of the canopy is gone.
yeah.
So you have
you can see the plantation in the background here.
Yeah. I got pictures where I shot down the alley where there's no sky at all. It's all just oak. And now it's like, if you go to the same place that I shot from, you're going to get probably maybe 20% sky.
That's a
But
spectacular
it's still
place.
good, it's still good. But they do overnight the cottages there. I think they have 5 cottages they rent out.
The restaurant I ate over there was one of the best restaurants I've eaten in
Oh, yeah.
Louisiana.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you on that.
That restaurant, I mean, I was like, damn, out of all the places I've been, that's actually was the best food I ate that trip. It was so good. You wouldn't think so, but it was the best.
My sister lives in Mississippi, and I used to visit her I still do. I visit her every year, and we'd go down to Oak Alley about every other year. It's been 2 days down there, and just do the plantations on River Road. There's like
Yeah.
There's like 6 or 7 plantations down, real close to each other in that general area.
Yeah, I took the tour. The tour guide was absolutely amazing. He knew his stuff. And the most I got out of it, it really sucked to live in that time.
Yeah.
It just depending on how much suckage do you want,
Yeah, but if you want to run a sunrise or sunset, you got no choice but to rent a cottage.
Yeah. Wow. Nice.
Well, it's nice anytime you go there, but
oh yeah, I know it is, but you're not gonna get that view. You're not gonna be there at that early in the morning unless you do what you did. Smoky Mountain? Who's this?
I'm right.
It
Oh,
must be Barbara.
yeah. Hold on. Hold on. I'm looking at something else. Oh yeah, that's mine from Oregon. That's Oregon.
Oh, Oregon.
Perpetua.
Wow.
Yeah, that was well, I told you about the fog when we went. It was out of Chicago workshop. And like I said, when we arrived the day before, it was just a whole. I couldn't even see the ocean. We had oceanfront hotel room. Couldn't see the ocean. So the next morning we went out and then we got up. This is across, so we were in Newport. That's where we stayed, and then we went south. So it's kind of like Central Oregon coast, Cape Perpetua State Park. So we all went up there, and there was a full moon rising over to the right, and I nope, I'm gonna stick with the fog over the mountains.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I loved it. That's mine too.
Ooh, that is nice.
That's actually a multiple exposure. That was also Oregon. What do I write? Yakina Head Lighthouse. So I was standing there taking a million shots, and they all looked alike. So I said, I gotta do something different. So I took the shot straight on, and then I did a pan from left to right. And then I put them together in Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
If you zoom in around the lighthouse, you can see the kind of like a ghost of it.
Oh, yes.
That's interesting, Barbara, because I've been there.
Yeah.
You see that ghost here.
I've got a lot of shots of this lighthouse, and I've seen a lot of other people shot at this lighthouse, but I've seen very few from this angle.
This is
You,
a little
you,
known spot.
yeah.
You got to drive through a residential neighborhood, and there's like a little parking area for like 5 cars.
Oh, you weren't in the park itself then.
No. This is off. I'll I don't know if you can.
Well,
After this is over, I'll show you where it was.
I love this. I love this angle.
Yeah, there's not many
I love
people
this angle.
see this. Yeah, when we're done going through the pictures, I'll show you where it was.
Okay.
Yeah, that was our
Yeah.
last day.
Just beautiful.
Yeah,
Mm.
beautiful morning. Nice.
This is mine again. This is at same place, Myers Creek. It's in Oregon. And I decided to leave this one a little bit of color on this one.
How did you do that with the sky?
Huh?
What is that in the?
That's a fog rolling in. Fog was coming in. It was like I told him like it was on a supercharger. It was coming in so fast.
Oh,
I've always liked this photo because the first time I saw this, the thought that came to my mind, I'm a big science fiction fan, right? Was people walking on an alien planet. You know? That's the first thought that came to my mind when I saw this. And I thought about cloning some people out, but I like the photo with them in. I tried it both ways.
No, I like them with it. They did almost it almost looks like a miniature set.
Yeah.
What's it, forced perspective, would they say it's called when you mess with that? But it looks fantastic.
Now this is all part of my photo group running down to the beach, and I still like again. I hung back. I thought the shot was from the back, you know, but they all ran up to the front,
Wow.
you know. But again, it was the patterns in the sand, the footprints that just drew my attention.
And the reflection out of the rocks is really nice also.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot
I'm
of
glad you
texture.
didn't put the sun in the center. I think most of us would have tried to center the sun, and you didn't bother. And I like it.
I took a couple of photos where the sun was a little bit more to the right, and it was just so blown out. It was, you know.
No, I think it's perfect like this. I like it. I like the asymmetry of it. And it's being okay, I say asymmetry, but you have the sun there, but you have the rocks on the right balancing it out.
Yeah, that was a.
That's what it works.
It's almost like a zigzag. You start from the lower left, go up, and you catch
Yeah.
the fog going back to the left, and
A lot of
your eye
movement.
travels through the picture, which is what it should do.
Yeah, beautiful.
No,
Great shot.
this is one of my favorite shots from that trip.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, that's mine.
you
I
said
don't
a
know why
small
this is-
resolution
I
image?
know. I tried to find a bigger one, and I guess I didn't upload it. I was pulling these from my office at work, so
Okay.
I thought I'll delete it. I'm like, nah, I'll leave it in there. This was from Vancouver Island. I pulled over. I was just driving down the highway, and this fog was blowing in and rolling out, and I came around this curve, and I was like, holy shit! And I turned. I said, oh, there's a little parking spot. So I just got out. People are looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm just side of a mountain. But yeah, I loved it.
Oh, here you go again.
Oh, that's mine again. Pearl Harbor.
That's just amazing. Oh my God, I wish they did that again. Could have been like the anniversary of Pearl Harbor or something like that.
I can't remember what year it was. This has been a while back, but it was like I don't want to say the last air show they had at the Air Force Base. I think it was like 2 shows back, maybe 3.
Wow.
You know, and again they didn't. You know, nobody has any flight worthy zeros, so they had to mock up another plane to look like a zero.
I just want to be there. I mean, the
Yeah.
photographs are great and everything, but I would have loved to have been there.
I've been to quite a few air shows at the Air Force Base. This is the only year they did this.
Wow.
You know, but it was the pyrotechnics were really great. You know,
Lucky you. Oh, that's the last photo. What a nice way of ending it.
Yeah. Go back to the I got a bunch that I wasn't here for in the beginning.
Actually, why am I doing it the hard way?
I don't know. was going to ask you, why don't you put these all in the Lightroom, and then you can, if people say, oh, I wonder what that would look like cropped or this and that.
I can fiddle with it also.
Oh, can you? Okay. Oh, right, right. Down to.
Well, that was yours too.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Actually, that's yours too.
That one's mine. Yeah, those 5 are actually, yeah, up to the planes are mine.
So,
So
Barb, where is this one taken at?
that's from oh my God.
Cedar Breaks is what the title
Yes,
says.
thank you. Cedar Breaks. Yeah, it says it right there in the thing. Cedar Breaks National Monument. They call it the Little Bryce Canyon. And I was there with my mom, and this unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I was just freaking out. You ask her, she was like, she was possessed. There was like 3 different overlooks, and every single one there was like a cloud inversion or fog. I don't know what it was. It was unbelievable. I took like a million photos, but I love this one because it kind of softens the edges.
Right.
But that is all cloud or fog or whatever. Yeah. Cedar Breaks. And that was Dinner Island, right? You could, yeah, I pretty much named mine.
Well, I didn't even bother reading the name.
Yeah, the title says which name. Yeah, so it's
Yeah, I think with the way I had it viewing
that was
before, you couldn't
Oscar
even
was
see
there.
it.
Remember we went camping?
Yeah. Oh, that was from then?
Yeah,
Yeah, we had a great fog.
yeah.
Yeah, I was eaten alive by some insect. I remember that.
That was unbelievable. And the next picture is same place, same morning,
Yep,
different trees.
we were right.
Yeah, that's pretty. Now that's a mist from Vancouver Island, Englishman River Falls. My favorite is of course Adam Gibbs, and I was there, and he's like, "Oh, you got to get down into the thing." I had to crawl down this hill. You guys have seen me. I don't belong crawling down hills.
You're not a goat.
I'm like, dude, I'm not doing that. He goes, that's the only way to get a good shot because there's a lot of sun. I don't know if you can see way on the center left, you can see that the light is hitting that water, and it just, so I had to get there really early before the sun came over that mountain. And so I looked and I went, oh, geez, if I don't do this, I'm never going to hear the end of it. So I practically slid down on my butt. I got to a point and there was like a 3-foot drop, and I'm like, well, I could just slide off, but then how am I going to get back up? So I said, screw it, I'm staying here. I put my tripod on to the next level and I took the shot. I'm like, that's it, I'm done, I'm going back. But yeah, there's some mistakes.
I'm amazed he got you to do that.
Oh, I do stupid shit sometimes.
Man, it was well worth it. I thought that was one of our favorite photos.
Yes.
Oh, was it?
Listen to the replay, Barb, and you'll hear all the nice comments.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So well worth the risking your life for.
Now that's Long Pine Key, right? You guys
Yes,
know
yes,
that?
that's
Okay.
Long Pine Key.
Okay, I didn't know if you knew that.
Yeah, no,
That's why they're
we've had a
teasing
whole
me.
long conversation on Long Pine
Oh.
Key.
That's Paioki.
And those are the spider webs.
That's the spider webs.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
love
whenever
that one, too.
I try to rename mine, because I know how when people submit their photos, it goes in alphabetical order.
Right.
So I don't want to clump all of mine together, so I do rename them. I have whenever I take photos, I take the JPEGs and I save them on a folder in my computer, so I can have like a rotating photo album of my background. So whenever I need photos for something like this, I go back into that folder and I just start yanking them off.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all. I just wanted you to see that Long Pine Key one. But yeah,
No, they're nice. They're very nice.
thank you.
That was it. Now for still love that. That had to have been amazing. I'm envious that you were there.
Yeah, that's cool.
For next one, I think since we were talking about dramatic skies, let's make it dramatic skies.
Aren't we gonna do that one in the spirit of or the?
Yeah, Soul Lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna hold off on that a bit.
Okay, so dramatic skies.
Dramatic skies.
Okay.
Yeah, the Soul Lighter stuff, I think we need to do a little bit more than just give it put it on the put it on the calendar. I think I need to do a talk about him or something.
Okay.
you know, because there's a lot more to it, and I don't want to have people get scared of doing it.
Yeah, yeah. So
You
can
know.
you share? Let me share my screen.
Okay, let me stop sharing. Stop share. And you should be able to share. Try sharing.
Oh, I gotta send a request.
Okay.
I don't know why the camera club comes up.
Okay, allow.
Video on.
Well, because you're using our ID probably.
I was probably logged in like that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I do the same thing.
Okay. All right. So here is. Can you see the map?
1 second. Why not? Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Okay. So there's the Yakina Head lighthouse. People can walk up to it. This is the view from it. We didn't go on this, so you can see how big it is. Blah blah blah. I think most people probably take it from here. Is that where they from the
That's
park?
where I think, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay, so where I was is over here. It's called the Northwest 55th Street Viewpoint.
Hmm.
It's a little neighborhood, and that's the shot.
No, that's the first time I've seen that angle.
Yeah, so that's something
Oh,
different.
James, I see a trip in the future for you.
Yeah, James, mark that on your. So yeah, this is it. It's just a little neighborhood. You got to know where to turn, and then this will take you back to the highway.
Interesting.
But it's funny because when we were there, I don't know who found it, but they were sending all of our groups there, and so we're there. Obviously, it was in the morning, and some local guy comes up on his bicycle. He goes, you guys are like the fifth people I've seen here for the last week. I go, oh yeah, we're with the workshop. He goes, what are you taking pictures of? I'm looking at him going, what the hell do you think we're taking pictures of? I said, well, look. And he goes, oh yeah, the lighthouse. I'm like, yeah.
Like a true local. Oh yeah, the lighthouse.
But yeah, this is Northwest 55th Street, and there's the main highway, 101. So mark that down, and so if
Oh,
you
yeah.
go, because this, so yeah. That's all.
Very nice. Thank you, Barbara.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. I like to spread my wealth. Show it around a little bit.
Sure.
Only 5 people, huh?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. We had a great time,
Yeah,
We did.
you know.
absolutely.
All right,
I always have fun when
so
I come in.
let me stop the recording.